Oh, fuck. Greetings. Welcome, everyone, back to the Dishpit podcast. I'm your host, Jay Fandango. We're back for episode 35.
Yeah.
This is my co-host,
Mike Ramirez.
All right, awesome. Great intro.
Yeah.
We also have two guests today. Ivory, he's a returning friend of mine.
Yeah,
and then also...
I
I didn't know you were going to try to do something. I'm sorry. I feel bad. But we also have another guest. He's a friend of mine, and Michael's. His name is Marc. I don't know your last name, but we're gonna call him Marc.
I like that.
The
Mark with the C.
Do you have a handle? You want to go by little Drippy or
What's crazy is like
Salt
on
Bae?
all my game profiles, it's Lil Crow.
Little Crow?
Little Crow. I
Got
like
that third
it.
eye for y'all.
Okay, all right.
Three-eyed raven over
Let's
here.
kick it off. We're just gonna have a big group shot real quick.
Dish pit shot.
May the God show favor.
Cheers, everyone.
The old gods and the new.
All right, awesome. So Houston is now, what is it, like Texas?
Texas.
We're at 50% now.
Yeah, we're open, baby. We're
50%.
open.
That's not like all the way open.
I beg to differ. I was at HEB today. That motherfucker is open.
HEB has been like that.
Nah, they had that line where it's like you're waiting on like an amusement park, like
That's
you're waiting
true.
to get
That's
to a
just people
shitty
getting
ass
lazy.
ride.
That's just people getting lazy, man.
I sat at a restaurant and they just kept the table in between us open. So.
Yeah, that's what we were doing.
I went to Sam's Boat. And yeah, it was like one table marked off. You could sit there, and then the other one, it was great because I got to see people turned away. It was the fucking funniest shit. It was like,
I like to see-
they're out there looking for a table. Okay. And then the host is like, oh, no, you got to leave. They wouldn't even let them wait in the area. They're like, no, you got to get the fuck out. So I was like, hell yeah.
I like to see people when they walk in with a mask and they're just sitting down at their table and they're wondering if they're just gonna like take the mask off and just take bites, or if they're just gonna eventually be like, fucking take it off. Then why'd you wear the mask in the first place?
That's why I hate the mask. Like, do I have to take it off? Did I need it? Like, what were you doing that I needed the mask?
Man, if a fart can go through your underwear and your pants,
I bet you a cough can go through a mask.
fucking mask don't do shit.
Yeah.
It's not doing too much there, buddy.
No, but I think if you get a certain kind of mask, like my bandana, it doesn't allow any, like if I put it up to my mouth and try to blow through it, it won't.
Don't you feel like somebody's trying to kill you when you're wearing that bandana?
Yes.
I always wanted to ask you that.
It's like suffocating me.
We'll be working
That's
really
why I ordered
hard.
a new mask. And I'm just like, my forehead is dripping in sweat. My eyes, like, I'm getting such exfoliation on my skin. Like, my forehead feels great.
You look so hot when you're wearing
It's a nightmare. And then we have the door wide open too.
Yes.
So fuck, it's just like double edged.
Yes, I
from
agree.
both sides.
Nobody has it worse than people with glasses, though, bro. You put
I
the
wear
fucking
sunglasses. I understand.
You
Yeah.
put the mask on, bro. No, bro. Foggy, instant fog.
There's a way you can do
Yeah,
it. Though.
you gotta shift your glasses up on your nose in a different way.
He had to
Just
wear a
stop
mask
that
once, and he's complaining about it. Like,
Yeah.
we went to the grocery
It
store
happens
earlier.
every time I put a mask on, bro. It's not
Every
it's not
time?
But when
one
you wear-
time,
you wear a
every
mask?
time.
You wear masks regularly?
If I'm going somewhere, I gotta put a mask on. I'm not about
What
to
mask? do you
Before the
wear?
COVID?
You didn't bring a mask here.
Yes, I did in DJ's room. It's just that I broke the little thing off of the
I didn't see the mask.
I didn't see a mask.
Yeah, go in DJ's room.
I don't want to have to look through your things.
I have 4 or 5 of them, but they're like for fashion. I feel
Yeah.
like I don't even need them.
Speaking of which, I just ordered a mask online, and it's like it has like it's like a vaporwave kind of mask. It has like Game Cubes, it has like PlayStation 1s, Game Boys on it, and it's
Cool.
like purple, and it's like very synthy. Like,
Is it just like a regular mask, or does it have like
It's like a-
filtration in
no,
there?
I don't. It's just like a cloth mask, bro.
Okay,
Fashion,
okay.
100%.
Fashion, 100%.
So
It's
I,
just like to get people off my ass, and also to get rid of the bandana.
I kid you not, this dude tried to sell me, they have the MP3s on them or the whatever the fucking number combination letter is.
N95.
And
yeah,
dude
the
was like,
N95.
yeah, this is worth $300 on eBay. He sends me the screenshot and he's like, but I'll sell it to you for, whatever you can give me. And I'm like, dude, I don't,
$2.
I
That sounds like
don't
a
want your
crackhead.
mask. I don't want it.
No, like you don't even need that. Like, first of all, there's no such thing as a coronavirus. Okay, It's
He
like,
says this every week.
not-
I
it's not
feel
a
like
thing, no.
I feel we're never gonna gain any traction if you keep talking like this.
What do you mean? That's what half the country believes.
It has to be real.
But they are probably Trump voters.
Who do you think is going to get voted into the
Trump!
No, yeah. So it's
Duh.
like-
This is just gay. He's a. I'm not gonna lie. He's fucking hilarious. Sometimes I'm not saying he's like anything else other than he's funny.
Yeah, he's not good, but he's
Not good
hilarious.
for, he's
really,
not good
really
for
funny.
anything. He's funny.
So
he's a funny
funny.
guy, great person.
I'm so funny. You don't know how funny he is.
He does. Like I feel like
I'm
he
the
took an,
funniest.
I feel like he took an improv course
good.
and just started. He's like, I'm gonna run for president. Took an improv course real quick.
Bro, did you
I'm
see
good.
him like the other day? He was fucking. He told this Chinese reporter to fucking go ask China about.
Sir, why did you say that to me? He's like, I would have said that to anyone who asked that kind of question.
Yeah.
You would think someone so dumb would be hesitant to say things. He's eager to shit this shit out.
Oh man, there's gotta be like.
That's what people are looking for, bro.
I know. It's the only reason why I watch. It's like good television
He's
right
like,
there.
ooh, popcorn.
What is going on? Just turn on the. And whenever you hear Trump's on, just turn it on and just watch 5 seconds and you're good.
5
funny.
seconds. Why exactly 5 seconds?
Because it just only takes 5 seconds for him to say something stupid.
His advisor's got to be the gayest guy ever because his go-to thing is like, hey, if you get in hot water, just put it on them. Say they're the gay ones. They're the ones trying to date you.
That's
Yeah.
genius.
Who's
That
gayer?
is.
That is genius, bro.
That is pretty good.
That's what like repressed gay kids would do in school. They would like bully other kids and call them gay and shit.
Absolutely.
They actually love dick.
Yeah.
And couldn't wait to catch them in the bathroom. And
He's like,
Look
ooh, I can't
over.
wait till we have to shower.
You little dick.
I avoided showers in the bathroom. I had fucking creepy dudes there in my class, man.
No, man, I was no.
Yeah, Ivory was like, see my dick.
No, no, not even, bro. What you mean? I was never in that shit.
Ivory, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What's good, dog? Come on, tell me.
I heard through the grapevine that you were like saying your, like, without any context at your old job, just saying your dick is too big for all this shit. You know? I heard that through the grapevine.
You talking about the Target job?
Yes, at Target.
Your dick is
Am
too
I
big.
like, were they exaggerating? Did you maybe
From
say?
who?
when I walk through Target, I feel like that all the time.
But
So,
did you say it to people, or like where people can hear you?
I hope it oozes out of me. I don't want to
No,
say
see,
it.
but that-
That's the right approach.
Yeah, but that's what we call Mark. That's what we call big dick energy. Okay.
Okay, that's the thing. Okay,
I mean,
cool,
yeah, I
cool,
mean,
cool.
but I don't remember.
I'm just asking.
He heard it.
I just heard it from someone, and I want to just dispel this.
I mean, shit.
I'm fucking losing sleep, brother.
Yeah, he has
I
a source.
mean, dog, I'm sorry. I'm like, honestly tell you first off before we begin this conversation. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Okay.
You losing sleep over it because
I'm
that's
curious,
not my
but I'm worried
intentions.
for you.
No, Doc. I don't even remember
Okay.
saying that.
Have you ever
honestly.
said
could
that
be a problem.
to anyone?
I mean, not unless I knew them.
So
Like coworkers.
clearly, someone knew you that said this. So did she have?
But that's the thing. I was never on the prowl. at
Did
that
she have
job.
proper
I was trying
background to
get
be
my
like,
money.
yeah, he be
Okay.
acting like?
Then maybe it's an exaggeration then.
No, it's
Because
Okay.
like, didn't you get
Dog,
like? Is it
I'm
okay when we
actually-
talk about
but
like
see,
when you
that's
got
the-
terminated?
No, but see, that's the thing.
Why are you laughing?
Aliens, dog. Well,
You
at
was stealing
least
some
in-
boxes.
At least in high school.
Cardboard box.
At least in high school, I was pretty known.
I was trying to move,
So,
goddamn.
I don't know. People be saying shit, man.
I
don't
believe
know.
you. I believe you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe
okay.
that.
People be saying shit. So
But
True.
is it okay if we talk about that?
Oh,
The
yeah,
story
but
of you
by all means,
you losing your
yeah,
job?
We can talk about that.
It's a good
I don't really-
story.
It really
So,
don't matter. It is a good story.
I know, but
so
that's
I'm
what
just
leads.
like,
That's why. This whole story
it's so
is what led me to
hilarious.
I'm
ask this
eager to
question and
hear this.
believe a little bit.
It's
So-
hilarious, bro.
So you were a cashier, correct?
Yeah,
And you're cash checking this
Like-
this nice interracial couple out, right?
Yeah.
It is a black man, right? Or is it a white man?
That's the thing.
Is it not
wasn't-
interracial?
No, that was the thing.
It's just a white couple.
The dude wasn't even there. It was just his wife. It was just.
Oh,
it
okay.
was
So at the
just-
time,
the dude
I didn't
wasn't
know
even
that.
there.
So it's a
He was
nice.
there.
Is it a white lady?
Yeah, just normal.
Okay.
And she was look. Here, let me tell you a story. Just-
Okay, let me just give
go
my.
ahead, go ahead,
Let me
go
give
ahead,
my
go ahead, go
understanding,
ahead,
and then
go
you can
ahead.
tell your
got it,
part.
you got it.
Yes.
So from my understanding, you said that this woman had a nice ass, right?
No, that was the thing. I didn't even say that.
The
No, no,
truth will be
I just-
heard.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, long story short,
said
you
she
said
was
that she has a
thick.
nice ass.
Yeah, she had a nice figure.
Mm-hmm.
She had a nice figure.
I feel like you.
I don't think
I
you
feel like
said
it's
those
changed.
words. I don't think. I
No,
can't.
but see, that's the thing. They
Okay,
didn't
what's
know
your
what I
part? What's
meant.
your
She
In the
didn't know
moment, the
what I
ass
mean.
was there.
Okay, so basically,
I agree, okay.
lady came in through.
Shot a shot, man.
Yeah, exactly. That was all it was. The lady came through the line. I cashed out stuff, feeling myself today because I was like, man, I got this job, I'm doing good. Go ahead, get my stuff. So she gave me a line. I'm scanning the stuff. I said, hey, man, and I'm really like not trying to be forward with her, so I don't really talk to her, but at the end, I go ahead and just just like, and I tell her, I hope I'm not being a little bit too forward with you, but I'm like, you get, no offense, get called, you might be a little bit thick.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's what he
that's
says.
what it was.
It's
He called her thick.
THCC.
And he
THICC.
Yeah,
and he explained what thick was.
You
That's what I
explained
remember.
thick.
There are two thicks.
Yeah.
Hold on.
They
Whoa,
are.
whoa. There are two thicks.
Yes.
What's the second thick?
Thick is like-
because she was mad at me because of that.
She was white.
Yeah, exactly. She thought I meant the CH.
What the fuck is CH thick? What is
Fat.
CH thick?
Fat
Thitch.
Fat girl.
That's thick.
Like, 'cause remember
Yeah,
back before being like a big booty
Bro, I'm
bitch
from
was like a hot
Mississippi. I know
commodity.
what that means, bro.
Thick would mean like you're like a chubby girl, but you still got a nice figure.
Yes,
I'm just playing
bro.
catch up
She thought I meant that
because-
was like
Yeah, it's- you got a lot.
THCC.
So you called this white woman thick?
Yes, and she got a husband.
With a
she-
CK.
Yeah, she told her. No,
Yeah.
Two
that's
Cs.
the thing. She thought I meant that. I didn't mean that. And I told her that, but she was just like, "Oh,
Bro,
just
I'm
call me
gonna.
thick
The name of this
anyway."
episode is
I think
thick.
she just
Thick.
wanted because
With a CH.
honestly, I think she just wanted me. She just wanted to get me out this shit. Just kind of looking at me, and I'm just like, "Hey man, I'm just trying to get my money, bro." I
So
wasn't doing some
Oh, the husband
But you
shows
also
up.
shot your shot at the same
You-
time.
Exactly.
you made it through the convo,
Yes.
and upon the end,
She still fucking
gave
know.
them
Yes, I got the explanation.
overextensive thick
Yes.
comment, which was taken the wrong way.
Exactly.
Because you meant the other thick.
Exactly.
Which
Which I think either way, she's like not okay
And
with
then
it.
here's the most
You meant the
no,
other
no, no,
thing.
before you even finish your explanation there, here's the most messed up thing about it. All my bosses, females. So that's all they heard too.
Oh no.
Yes.
so
But
did
I'm
they
just-
play it like,
They
oh
was
yeah,
just
she
like-
was thick. So
No.
you could admit
No,
that you
they're like,
said
no,
that when
misogyny.
she
No,
was thick.
exactly. They
This
were
is the
just like, do you
patriarchy at its
see-
finest.
The lady literally said, "Do you see how that would be disrespectful? I wouldn't even want to hear that from you." I was like, "All right."
Did you be like, you
All
thick
right.
too, girl?
I said no.
You
I
too,
literally,
girl.
I literally just shut up.
I love
And was
you,
just
girl.
Let me
I
go
love
ahead
you,
and
baby.
Eat this. Let me go ahead and eat this. Because everything in my being was just like, bro, I already know it's a bunch of females here. Are y'all gonna fire me? Yes or no? Just let me go before y'all just stop playing with me. They told me go ahead and wait, and we'll get a decision for you. I'm just like, bro, just let
Kick
me know.
rocks, baby.
Go wait at your house.
Exactly. I'm just like, bro, I already know I'm about to get up out this.
Oh,
thing.
Ivory,
Let me
you're the
go
greatest, dude.
So
Let me
on
go
the
ahead.
Legend
female
right here, man.
majority
Legendary.
shift,
Yes, bro. I
you
was just,
decided that this white lady was
She-
looking
hey,
good
look,
at
man,
Target.
Exactly, bro. She was, bro.
And
You
upon
should've
the
saw it.
completion of the combo, you threw out the
Yeah.
extra combo, the
Yeah.
the misconstrued thick because you meant the other thick, and she told what did she do? She
other-
told someone
No, that was this. She even answered normally to me as well. She was just like, "Yes,
Oh, she hit you with the
yes," and I'm
like the
just
fake smile,
yeah,
and then called the
oh,
boss.
Exactly.
She
Just
called
Why
the
would
boss.
she do such a thing?
How
Look at-
dare this
How-
fucking bitch?
And where does her husband come in? Because y'all were mentioning this dude. Where does the dude
No,
come in?
because
I thought the dude made the
as soon-
complaint, I'm pretty
as
sure,
soon
right?
as
He was
she
there.
left, as soon as
I thought
she
he was there,
left,
too.
as
So-
soon
so
as
she
left,
leaves.
She leaves.
She gets out.
She tells her husband, and, this
Where the
black-
fuck was he?
This black guy at
Home.
work calls me thick. I'm like,
She worked there?
yeah. No, she does not work there. That's the thing. She's a
I
customer.
was gonna say, bro, this
She-
is your coworker.
Shit, no, I
Okay,
wouldn't
so
ever do that on a coworker. Don't
Okay.
mix work with pleasure.
You
ever.
would never.
It
You don't
sounded-
do that shit. Yeah.
If you're
ever.
fucking trying to bang a customer, that's mixing work with pleasure.
God damn it,
Look, man,
Ivory.
I wasn't trying to bang though. That was the thing. I was just trying
Told
to
you
be
it's
nice.
thick, Ivory.
Look, man, if you trying to shoot your shot and get some type of numbers, come on, man.
Is that not like what do you?
He's a
what's the
fisherman.
end game, Ivory?
Okay,
You're
he's
gonna
a
get your
fisherman,
number
all
and
right.
what? Take her on a fucking
check
picnic.
this out then. Let me ask you a question. So if you work in the parking lot, pushing
He's
carts,
grabbing the mic,
and you
everyone.
just don't, you don't shoot your shot.
Are you defending the thick line right now?
Yeah,
I'm
well,
just wondering. Are you
I-
defending thick?
I
The
love-
other thick
So
right now.
yeah, I don't think he
Look,
learned his lesson from
No, I think we're talking to Charlie from It's Always
In the
Sunny in
parking lot, you
Philadelphia.
would have dropped the
any
thick
character
line
from
in
It's Always Sunny,
hopes
they never
of
learned their
success.
lesson.
Is that what you're saying?
Dog, you should have seen that Target. That Target is the highway, not the Highway 6 Target, but
It's
the
Eldridge
right
and
there.
Eldridge and
Westheimer.
Westheimer
And
Target.
Westheimer
We all
Target.
know this Target.
Yes, that's where the thotties are. Bro, there was
Well.
one shift I was working, a girl up there, no panties on. What do you
That's
mean?
not surprising, bro. Some girls don't want to wear panties. That's not that surprising. I've met girls that just don't wear panties and they're not
Or
hoes.
bras.
Deliberately with a massive ass and then with them tight
Deliberately? What the fuck
What
does
do you
that
mean?
They can't help that they have a nice ass.
Bro, you mean to tell me you do that stuff on purpose then?
I
On
free ball
accident? You
sometimes.
do it on accident to just wear some pants that just show off
It's not
that
accident. It's
ass?
on purpose.
I have days.
Well, exactly.
where
There
I'm
are
like,
girls
you
that
know
don't
what?
like wearing
Deliberately.
panties.
Everything
They gonna
people
notice
do
me.
is on purpose.
All right, then. That's why I said deliberately.
But look,
Touche.
Thank you.
okay, let's say
Thank you.
let's
The
say
first
the
time I was ever
day
gotten-
let's say the day you feeling yourself, you wearing the
Damn.
Speedo. Do you expect every girl to shoot they shot at you, or you
No, that's
only
the-
giving
that's-
your
no,
number
but
to the
that's
girl
another
that
thing.
don't shoot
If
they
you walk
shot?
around in a Speedo, I expect
Yes,
someone to
but
call the
that's another
cops.
thing.
Yes.
Unless
Immediately.
unless they see a massive bulge, bro, most women not gonna be all up on you like that.
Bro,
All right,
if
well,
a
I
woman
feel like
saw
we're
a
good,
massive
like, good
bulge
looking.
and a Speedo, you think they have to talk to you?
No, they don't have to. No woman. Hey, nobody said a woman has to talk to me. I'm just saying, like, bro, I tried.
He's gonna talk to them.
Exactly. She was looking nice. I was trying to head off a compliment. She took it the
I
wrong
wish I
way.
could see this chick. So then I
It's
was like, what if she's like
fine.
ugly?
I want to see her
She's
too.
probably
If she was
fucking.
ugly, bro,
No,
I'm gonna
that's the
fucking
thing that-
neck you.
Exactly, that was the thing. Though. She was
Could
she
you
was
find
okay.
a picture on Instagram of someone similar or hotter than her
Never
by
was a
one
job for anyone
point,
okay looking.
so we
Never.
all know
I probably can't.
the
because
type of ass
I'm
you
like,
react to, so we can be like, "Hey,
Oh.
bro, keep it down."
All right, well, thank
We
you.
need to know. I'm
Thank you,
serious.
Ivory. That was
Well, we need to crack
delightful.
a fucking beer
Well, I'm
open
gonna
on
crack
that
this
note,
beer
bro.
open. All right,
That's a
Yeah.
hell of a opening story.
man.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting your whole.
The main deal today is we're doing a sitcom tier list. Like we were doing the fast food tier list a couple weeks ago. Now I feel like to stretch out that gimmick, we're
Yeah.
doing sitcoms. And obviously I got other things that I want to maybe tier out because we've done this, right?
Yeah, I have
There's so
quizzes
many-
lined up
there's
that
so many-
we need to take too.
There's so many YouTube channels. Quizzes are good. There's so many YouTube channels that have done tier lists, but we haven't done the tier list yet. So I
No.
feel like until we exhaust
And we have a
this fad-
unique way of doing it too.
Do we really? How's
Yeah.
that different? How is
Because we
clicking and
fight.
dragging these icons? Oh, we fight.
We fight over and
Wait.
collaborate, or it's
Because
a.
I think this is going to be a very interesting one. I think we're going to agree on more than we disagree on. I'm not going to lie.
You think so?
But
I think
narrowing
we
it
agree-
down is going to be hard.
Yes.
Yeah,
it
because
really
finding out
is.
what's
Like that.
what's
It's gonna come down to the length of seasons, the amount of laughs.
Oh, you think so?
and-
Like that? The amount of laughs?
dude?
I
Because
feel like
just from what I
What
can
about- what if
see,
it
I'm like
doesn't-
there are 4 seasons
I'm not-
compared to 9 seasons.
I'm not
in some of
arguing
these.
against it. I'm
That's
just
actually a good
interested.
point.
I'm
You're thinking
I'm
about it at
interested
the,
in
like,
your point of view. Yeah.
the science of it.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good aspect to bring to the table.
You know what? Give me my glasses, Blake. Give me
Yeah.
this.
It's better than
I
what
feel
Ivory.
like I need to
It's better than
put my
what
glasses on.
Ivory's bringing over here.
What are you saying?
Hey, hold up, homie. Okay, so,
I love Ivory's story.
I'm just joking,
It
bro.
was
Ivory's
really
story
good.
He has more.
Yeah, he has
You know,
more.
he tackled a chick over some keys one time.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, look,
it's
John,
great.
check this out.
Ivory,
Look.
Ivory has
We're not
so
gonna talk
much
about that
good
right now. That's
content.
just like
Yeah.
a cliffhanger.
We'll talk about.
Let me put my hat on.
sorry.
Okay.
All right, so
My life is
Feisty
just-
Blonde.
I have to know this story.
Oh.
I got
But
you.
I
have to know.
All right, before we do
We'll
the
do it.
story,
We'll
Feisty
do it.
Blonde, Hot Fusion,
This is a beer, by
Honey
the way.
Vanilla Blonde. Okay, it's a
Is there a
beer.
thing I can read?
Oh yeah, there is a thing you can read.
God, it's fucking red.
I'm not like
Okay,
that in real
everyone.
life, dog. I
I'm
know
about to
it's
read the.
bad.
Hold on.
just
I'm about to
like-
read the fucking beer.
Ivory, God.
You get another story. That's 2 stories, Ivory. I get it.
I feel like I just got popped by a nun with a ruler.
I'm saying, it's so perfect.
we
This
gotta reel this
bronze.
thing in.
I'm putting the cap on it. Okay. This bronze/golden ale combines deeply aromatic orange blossom honey with a touch of pure Mexican vanilla and raw Pilocino to round out its smooth finish. Brewed with 4 grains and 2 varieties of hops, balanced for unpasteurized and unfiltered to allow the natural essence of the citrus blossom to shine.
Ooh, Blossom.
Brewed and packaged at Hot Fusion Ale Works, Fort Worth, Texas, 76104.
It sounds like the force is with this beer.
It's like 8.2% alcohol
Oh,
content or
no.
some shit.
I'm excited.
It's spewed all over
Do you
Jordan.
need a separate cup, or are you like
Are you COVID friendly?
Yeah.
I'd be dead by now.
Yeah,
You
thank
shared
you.
a blunt earlier. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go get some.
That's
Ah,
What is it too hard
wait, it
for
tastes
you?
like pumpkin pie, kind of.
pumpkin pie.
Uh-oh.
I wanna taste
Oh,
that now.
shit.
Yeah, I want
forward
to
to
taste
this.
that pumpkin pie. Good.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm tripping.
pass
It's
it-
like a spice. I taste a spice.
Pass
I
it
don't know,
around.
maybe
Oh,
I see what you're getting.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like it tastes kind of like that pumpkin pie.
No, dude, I'm getting that too.
A little bit, right?
Maybe it's because you planted it in my brain. Maybe you incepted me.
How about you?
I'm getting honey.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, I'm getting the sweet aftertaste, but I can't
Okay,
identify.
He
Maybe it was like-
accepted you.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Oh, yes, I see what you mean.
Let's see if Blake, because Ivory's a sheep.
No, it doesn't taste like that. Don't tell me I'm a sheep.
No.
Yeah, no.
Don't tell me I'm no sheep. That's my own opinion. What you
I'm
mean?
joking,
Something
brother.
is
Blake?
Spice.
Yeah, it's the spice. There's
It's
some
the
kind of
spice.
there's like nutmeg or something in
It's
it.
feisty.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Okay.
Okay,
did
Blake
say
just used
feisty.
feisty to describe the beer.
8.27 alcohol by volume.
Bro, when are we
though.
gonna start
That
making
sounds good.
shirts?
Shirts.
We need to rebrand actually.
Let's do it.
Space
I
Nation.
have a guy, and he owns his own screen.
He has his own
screen
pers-
print. You know the machine.
Yeah.
Hey, I've had family that's had it before. We used to make our own
They gave me
family
alcohol. I
reunion
couldn't say
T-shirts. It was lit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Screen printing machine.
So everyone, we were doing what I
All
said
right.
earlier. We're doing the
Let's get
sitcom tier list. So I have roughly 30 to 40 shows here. Some we're probably not going to talk about as much as others because we'll probably agree on them a little bit because you know there's some out there that are undeniable, right?
Yeah.
And don't get mad at me if I didn't put fucking King of Queens on here or I didn't put Three's Company. I'm sorry.
R.I.P. Arthur.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Arthur Stiller.
Jerry.
Jerry Stiller.
Jerry Stiller.
Jerry Stiller, not Arthur.
Frank
Arthur.
Costanza.
R.I.P. Yes. But there's going to be plenty of people that have died in these shows that because John Witherspoon died.
Yes.
R.I.P. John Witherspoon.
Yeah, that was tragic.
So
Gone
okay,
but not forgotten.
yeah, man. God damn.
Another great.
So
All right. What's first?
there's no particular order. I just got them here.
Okay.
So the first one is Workaholics.
Oh, it's
And
good.
this show is I think it's fucking hilarious. Like if you watch the first episode when they're doing the drug test and they're like fucking trying to get kids pee and shit, and then he's like, yeah, well I got like they have 1 cup of piss and they're all trying to get it. And he's like, well, I have the piss. And he's like, yeah, all over your fucking face. He just fucking throws the piss on his face.
Isn't this one of the first TV shows that focus primarily around drugs? Like around being like a stoner.
That 70s show.
That 70s show.
Well, no, that 70s show was weed, but it was like kind of like
they were very like on the nose about it. They
weren't throwing
the
it in your
bags were always
face.
brown. You never saw what the weed looked like. They never ever
They called it
weed.
stuff.
They called it they said pot.
Oh,
So every now and
did
then.
Red say pot? I remember him calling
They
it
call it-
stuff.
They said pot a lot.
Or they didn't say
Cheech was in the. I mean, Chong was in the show.
That's
yes,
true.
but if you go back and watch it, bro, they do not really talk about weed that much. Like,
There's a smoke circle.
bro,
There is.
it's
There
like
is.
it's like
What
That's
more?
true.
you know when I was a kid,
But
I
it's
didn't
like
even
a-
know they were smoking
Every
weed.
episode down there.
I thought they were just sitting in
that was
circles
an
chilling.
Burning
Until you
incense.
smoked, right?
Exactly.
And
No,
like
until I
you
knew
got
what weed
high.
was.
No,
until I
but
knew
that
what
was-
weed
Until
was.
you
There was an
smoked, then you
episode-
knew that what they were
No,
doing.
because I knew what weed was before I smoked. I didn't smoke until I didn't start smoking until I was 19.
I've never seen Workaholics, so I don't know.
haven't?
What?
Okay, you need to check
I'm
it out,
laughing
though.
at your
That's
description of it
bro,
because I will
That's the
definitely
first
watch
episode.
it now.
Go
but
home
like-
and watch it.
Bro,
It's fucking
watch
hilarious.
it. When I say it's focused around drugs, I'm talking about like they are. Like,
They're always trying to get weed,
it's
acid,
3 dudes
like
that
alcohol.
live together and they work in an office, and all they're doing is getting weed, acid, alcohol, getting the fucking hijinks.
They're telemarketers.
They're telemarketers.
They all work in the same cubicle.
Yeah, they're like, oh fuck, bro. You know, it's like one of those. They're all fuck boys and shit. You know.
No, they're not fuckboys. They want to be fuckboys.
They
but they're,
wanna
They're
be.
actually like kind of geeks.
Yeah.
And they're all trying to act like they're bad. Like Blake doesn't really try to act. Blake is like the only one who's kind of self-aware.
Because he's a stoner.
Anders is like, I used to be on the swim team. I'm a fucking jock. And then he acts like he's professional. And then Adam acts like he's
Levine.
Adam Levine or Levine. I think
Yeah.
it was Levine. He acts like he's like legitimately like a party animal. Like everyone thinks he's the fucking shit on it. Like
He's like,
even
yeah,
though
bro.
he's fucking retarded.
Like
He's
retarded.
call it the Mamp Camp. Like when people are trying to like he tries to become a bodybuilder.
It's on Comedy
And he's
Central.
not
The
even
show's
that
outrageous.
buff. It's on Hulu if you got it.
I get secondhand embarrassment, like really
That's
bad.
you're gonna be so fucking secondhand embarrassed. That's actually Mark. You're like my soulmate, bro. Because
Yes.
I get secondhand like Dave. How hard was it to watch some of those scenes?
That's
for him?
cringy if
It
you
was
get
really-
secondhand
Bro.
embarrassed.
What's cringy?
Cringy.
Dude.
It's
I
cringe.
identify with that so because
But
it's like
sometimes it's so interesting, bro.
I will press A, I will back out, and I will. You know what?
Sometimes I skip through certain
Tomorrow.
awkward like sex scenes.
Really?
I'll skip through an awkward sex scene like on Dave when I watched it the second time.
I'm too
but
pervy.
When Dave,
Yeah, that's the.
I'm a
they're
perv,
trying-
y'all,
when like
sorry.
Lil Dicky's having sex with his girlfriend. and they're like trying to talk dirty. I'm like, bro, I gotta skip this. This is so just gotta skip this. It's so cringy.
That's the epitome of being secondhand.
Oh, and then the episode where he's like trying to do a rap song dedicated to a kid who died.
Yes.
And I'm like, how is he gonna
The
do
Macklemore episode.
The Macklemore episode.
Because I understand if like Macklemore, he already has a catalog. He just does whatever he does, performs. That's it. And he just says what he says. He's like, he loved caterpillars and he loved you. Like, bro, they just literally sent him a list of what he likes. He said that, and then he's just gonna perform his set.
It was
Little
brilliant.
Dicky is literally the whole episode. John's gone. Like, kind of come up with a fucking song where it's like somber as fuck, but still hype, and it's got a badass beat,
It was
and he has a
brilliant.
badass fucking verse on it. And then I'm like, no way he can do this.
The
And then
way Macklemore comes out, it's like, yeah.
he's like, peace, brother. Just make sure my shit's real loud. All the way up.
All the way up.
monitors.
All the way
yanks
up.
the microphone from
He's like,
him.
what are you, the sound guy?
John liked caterpillars, and he loved you. It turns up like, and the whole crowd goes stupid. I remember that shit. Like, man,
Oh yeah,
Let's
but
make some
so
noise for John.
Workaholics.
So yeah, where would we rank Workaholics then? Like, 'cause
mean,
you haven't seen it, so you don't really get to say anything.
I
about
trust y'all.
it. Yeah, okay.
I would put it in A.
I put it A tier.
Yeah, probably A tier.
I like C's,
It got to
but I don't gangbang.
it got to like 8 seasons. I think that's
Yeah, and once Adam started getting really famous.
yeah. He's like the biggest of the 3 now.
Yeah.
They made a movie. They made a movie too, which was
I didn't see the movie.
It was kind of ridiculous.
I never saw the
They have a
movie.
movie on Netflix. I can't remember what it's called.
I'll have to watch it.
I'll check that out.
All right, next one is Roseanne.
Oh.
So I put this in a solid C. Because it's
I remember
funny.
growing up.
It's funny, but I just like I can't watch it. It's just like
It's one of those shows that wouldn't exist in like. Oh, see, I never watched all the new shit before
how do you feel
Roseanne.
about Roseanne though? Post racism.
I mean, I always knew she was racist. That was never a fucking thing. Like, I remember watching the show in the '80s and like in '90s, like on reruns, and I'm like, yeah,
It came
this
out in the
is-
80s.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. Roseanne came out in the 80s.
Okay, I was worried I wasn't having enough older things, but I see I have a couple good.
No,
things.
Roseanne came out. It originally came out in the '80s. It was a long line. It competed with Cheers. Cheers won.
I would say
number
C
one.
tier.
Yeah, like
Have you seen Roseanne before, Ivory?
A little bit.
I would put
Maybe
Roseanne.
you, Mark.
Ivory,
episodes,
after
yes.
seeing Roseanne, I'm going to tell you why you don't remember it. There's nothing that actually happened during the show that makes you go, oh yeah, that episode where?
Thank you, bro.
Thank
Like
you.
nothing
it's
happened
like
during
Reba.
Roseanne.
The only thing that
It's like
happens.
Reba.
The only thing that happens. Two things happen out of.
shit.
Except Reba's memorable because of Van.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to say,
Van.
when Van got in that thing, he was in that thing.
But I agree.
Like,
There,
All right, there's
Reba
two
is
things that
actually
came from
funnier
Roseanne.
than Roseanne.
Two
Let
things-
me agree.
two things came from Roseanne.
Let me get away from that. Sorry, what?
Two things came from Roseanne. Sarah Chalke,
And
who
John
plays Sarah Chalke, who plays Elliot Reed in Scrubs. Okay, and the dude who plays
And Beth from Rick and Morty.
Beth from, and she plays Beth from Rick and Morty.
Is it?
Elliot.
Yeah, Elliot.
Elliot's the blonde chick, right?
Yes, Sarah
Yeah,
Chalke.
Yeah, she is the voice for Beth from Rick and
No
Morty. Dog.
way.
Yes,
Not lying.
it's true. Sarah Chalke's the voice
I
from
did
Beth
not
from Rick and
know
Morty.
that.
And the dude that was in Big Bang Theory, the main guy.
Sheldon?
No,
No,
not
Leonard.
Sheldon. Leonard.
Leonard is
His
like
character
arguably the main
originally
character.
was from.
Arguably.
Arguably, yeah, but until
It's
until,
Leonard and Sheldon.
Yeah, I guess.
I was going to say
I
they've
don't-
never had an episode without Sheldon.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
That is
I
true.
See, like
that actually
I
is
see,
true.
I see. He's gonna have something to say when we get to Big Bang.
So
Theory.
yeah, so the character of Leonard,
I
like
haven't
his,
seen 10, 11, 12, so maybe I'm...
I think it's good early.
After
but,
I saw
sorry.
Sheldon married Amy, I was like, no fucking way. No. Robots don't fuck.
But you gotta procreate and like create the more.
I
'cause
got
you know
it.
They say genius is taught.
I
isn't it?
saw the Disneyland episode, Disney World episode, and I was just like, my mind is blown.
I put Roseanne in D
D tier. What about you, bro? D
Yeah,
tier?
around there.
Okay, we'll do D because I
because
agree.
to be
it was,
nice.
it was good when it came out, but then after the new shit with her being racist and all that
It's
stuff,
like
I
all just
it
like
drops it off.
sarcasm jokes. I think. All
Yeah,
Roseanne
it's all
is.
satire.
Being
It's-
at the butt of racism, she still gets a D because I feel like you could still do worse. You know, at
Let
some
me
point
talk
the show
about
had
someone
Very
who's
true.
had its thing going on.
Paula
Very
Dean
true.
still gets respect from me though.
She could cook.
Yeah.
You know,
Dave Chappelle said, how are
talent.
you gonna teach me to you
feed
taught
me,
to fry
racist
chicken.
white lady from Louisiana.
Talent is difficult to deal with when it comes to racism
Right.
because fuck, you still have to admit some things when it comes to it.
Like, what if you found out that? Well, I mean, we all found out about Kanye West, but what if you find out about like your favorite band or
Yeah,
like
what if,
rapper,
That would blow my mind.
that they are racist?
Lost Prophets, right? Is that the name of the
I'd
band?
stop listening to
So
it
there's a
straight up.
band.
Would you?
There's a
No, no.
Would you
not-
forget all of your
why not?
childhood memories to
no.
their music?
No, you wouldn't.
I mean,
You wouldn't.
if I found out that X was racist on
R.
some shit,
Kelly.
I would stop. Yeah, I don't even listen to R. Kelly.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
But
I
like
believe Michael Jackson
look,
didn't
for
do that
me,
Look.
you know, growing up dancing in front of the TV in your t-shirt and underwear.
shit.
R. Kelly
Yeah.
and Michael Jackson, it's like turn your back on who?
Yeah.
Couldn't do it, like-
How do you-
Michael
how do you
Jackson-
feel about Michael Jackson,
bounce,
Mark?
bounce,
You
bounce,
think
bounce,
you
bounce.
think he did a lot? Of
I don't
fucking
even
things?
think Cosby did it, but Michael
Oh my
Jackson?
god, that's
He didn't
Michael
do it.
Jackson didn't do it for sure.
Michael
but
Jackson
Cosby,
didn't.
Michael
that's
Jackson didn't do
crazy
it.
to think that out of the 54 women, you think they're all together in like
He
a covenant?
loved
Hell
his
yeah.
baby so much he hung it out a window. Like, look at
Talking
my
about Michael?
baby.
I'm talking about Cosby,
Doesn't that
bro.
sound like some shit you would do if you love your kid? Like,
Yeah, I want to throw my kid down the fucking stairs, man. They don't stop crying.
But he's like, y'all, since y'all are
This
here,
guy.
look at my baby. Like, don't come for nothing. That's love.
It's true.
All right.
Hang me
That
out a
is love.
window.
So next up we have The Office.
Oh, that's
And
such
so
a
hold
good
on,
one.
hold on.
Yeah, no, that's pretty.
I should have.
This is an ass class.
I have both of The Office. So this is The Office US.
Okay.
Let's do the UK and US next to each other, okay?
Wow. So after
I think
seeing
UK
one
is
episode
fucking-
of the UK,
UK is good, I think.
just one, I fucking hated it.
You hated it?
thank
I
you.
did.
Because you can
Okay.
immediately tell that it's not as funny as episode 1 compared to episode 1.
Well, do you know
Here's
that
the thing.
UK
You-
came before US,
Yes,
right? Right?
yes.
It's a
Okay.
different
Yes.
Mark. It's a different kind of humor. British humor is very, very dry.
It's dry.
You gotta be like that kind of laugh. You
I
know
sip
what I mean?
gin. I get it, but it's like,
I sip gin.
I
I'm
get
like,
it.
That's
Come
good.
on,
That was good.
come on.
I don't like
bro. I
Ricky
love
Gervais.
Because
love
I
British
hate
humor.
Nelly. I hate Nelly.
Oh fuck. Who's Nelly? Like the one song I
The
know by him.
redhead that comes at the end. That
But think about Ricky Gervais. Fucking hilarious.
his
The
stand up
guy-
is good, but I don't like
You don't like
him.
Ricky Gervais and
I don't
bro,
like
he's
him in The
funny.
Office.
Okay, so I'm not gonna say this is like S or anything. I'd say this is probably like C tier.
I would put it B just because of
B
it's
tier.
a pioneer.
Office UK.
okay,
Office UK.
off of sheer seasons, laughs, the fact of consistency that Jim fucks with Dwight at the beginning of every episode, guest stars. You're considering this to be one slot above.
No. We're talking about UK.
No, UK.
Okay.
We're not
Woo!
talking about America. No.
I just
We're doing
finished
UK.
The Office, you
No,
guys, so I'm gonna put on.
No, we're
for
talking
it.
about The Office UK.
I'd say Office is probably
The Office America, I'd say
A.
I would put it A or S.
A or S. Is,
Yeah.
It's probably one of
Like,
the best because Steve Carell is like a
The
genius. bro.
pranks like Jim and Dwight.
He's like, that's a hate crime. He's like, that's not what a hate crime is. Well, I hated it.
Well, I hate it. The snowball prank, where he
Oh,
like parkour.
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 I might watch the
The
Office.
Holy
later.
Grail.
So we're gonna put the Office UK in C tier,
Okay, I can agree to that.
and we're gonna put the Office US in S tier.
Oh,
yeah,
the first
we have
S
our
tier.
first S
First
class.
S on the chart.
All
I think
right.
we might have another like high ranking one next coming up. It's fucking Reno 911.
Man,
y'all.
dude.
All
New boot
time.
goofing.
I mean,
Just new boot goofing.
New boot goofing.
Hey, don't worry, I'm only paying $15 a month. Who the fuck pays $15 a month for boots? I love Reno 911.
Reno
The scene-
911
Who stuffed their
made
wiener in the
what
peanut
was
butter?
what was Nick Swartzen's character's name?
he rode
wasn't
on
he-
roller skates.
yeah, he was.
love
He was a crackhead. Remember?
Yeah.
A crackhead.
He had all the answers. They needed him so many times.
Okay, so
Clearly A class.
okay,
Yeah,
I-
yeah,
we'll do
I'd
A.
say I agree.
Because it wasn't
Yeah,
like anything
it was.
like it was fucking hilarious.
Like you
but
remember it because it's funny, but
it's not like one of those things where you're like, yes, it's fucking like. up
at
there
least
with
they
The
caught
Office.
that one bad guy. Nah, they didn't do that.
Yeah.
They never caught any bad
They
guys.
didn't
Right.
do that.
Everyone gets away.
And they were another one that did a movie where after like the movie it was just kind of like,
Eh. Okay, so Frasier. I don't know too much about it. It was like
It was a
we're
good
talking
one.
about Office UK dry humor. This is fucking American dry humor.
well,
It's
so yeah,
rough.
but it was like nerdy, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
Frasier,
rough.
like
I remember watching Frasier.
I don't know, man. I just
every
couldn't get
night
into
with,
it.
like,
I got into it because the character of Frasier actually he originally started on Cheers. All right, Dr. Frasier Crane went to Boston, and he was like a character on Cheers, and
Oh, I didn't know
then
that.
yeah, and then he
So
left.
it's like a universe.
Yes.
The Cheers universe and the Frasier universe line up, so we got to do Cheers next.
Yeah, so the Cheers universe, Cheers came first. So there's a lot of cameos, like Woody Harrelson and all that comes from Cheers, right? But after Cheers had ended and Frasier started,
Woody Harrelson was in Cheers.
Yes, he
Yeah,
was. Yeah,
I recognize
I haven't
that.
seen. I was
He's
so
the-
young, bro.
he's
I'm
the
like
bar
five.
back.
How
I'm a
old are
Nick
you?
at Night baby,
How
so
old are
that's
you?
why I didn't. I'm
Thank
30.
you.
I'm 30
Okay,
this
you're
year.
5 years older than me, so you got like you were like
Nick at
you
Night.
were able
That's
to
where you would
comprehend what
watch
you were
them.
watching.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, Woody Harrelson was a bar back in Cheers, you know.
He was, like, younger.
Sam was the guy who owned the bar, you know. Frasier was a patron, like Norm, you know, everybody. He's the regular. And Frasier ends up falling in love with this girl in Cheers, Diane, and then they end up splitting up, and then Frasier moves to Seattle in the middle of the series. And then Cheers ends, and then Frasier starts up after he is in Seattle. And he has his own thing. That's where, bless you, that's where he has his brother and all that stuff come in. So it's very cerebral. He is a psychiatrist on the radio.
This is before my time. 'Cause I
Yeah,
didn't
he's
know
a
what he
psychiatrist on the
is.
radio. His dad is like an all-American white dude dad, drinks beer. Like, I was like, I can't, like, he thinks his sons are gay, but they're really not gay. Like, Frasier likes to fucking, like, crush puss, you know? Like, and so the show is actually kind of funny once you get into it, but it takes a while to get into it. I got into it. It was actually, after Seinfeld ended, Frasier was the #1 show in America.
Yeah, because it was on every day.
Yeah.
You know what I read?
And it
I
killed
even
that.
not wanting to watch
But
it,
it was-
I couldn't get away from it.
It was the only show to hold the #1 show the least amount of time.
Also in Just Shoot Me with David
Yeah.
Spade.
You know what I read? Before this was... I'm sorry to cross over. Before American Dad, Cosby was the American Dad.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I read. I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
He was the go-to dad
about
for
Homer?
advice.
Yeah.
No fucking way. Homer? He was asleep half the time at work.
He does have narcolepsy.
I'd
You're
put
right.
Frasier in B
Does he?
tier if it was
Yeah,
personal.
he
They
has
explain
narco-
that.
He one episode he just walks on narcolepsy.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like
That's
falls asleep.
That's like early on too,
Is that
right?
like
early
in-
when
before-
Bart has 13?
Bro,
Triangles
You
as
counted
his
the
head?
triangles on
God
this man's head.
damn.
We're not talking
That's
about
the
Simpsons.
difference
We're not-
between old school and new school, because new school Bart has like 8, 6. That's how old I
Tell you how
am.
many
Oh, no,
spikes
bro.
they keep taking away from this
Oh,
motherfucker.
bro.
Because old Homer was fucked up. Like old
Homer was a
Homer
beast.
was
I loved
fucked
him.
up.
Chokes
He was actually
Bart,
more of a
gets drunk.
character, I think. Now he's just kind of like a bumbling idiot.
He's more of an American than he is now.
And
Okay,
that's
so
why
Frasier,
Peter
where we-
exists,
where-
because he's the New English version.
All right.
Yeah, you're right.
I
like
put
the
both-
fucking guy
I
who's
put
gonna
both
fucking drink
Frasier
a
and
bunch of
Cheers.
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I put both Frasier and Cheers in B.
Yeah, you're
That
right.
makes
Both of
sense.
them.
I
That's
agree.
a solid
Yeah,
B
I agree.
class.
Both of them.
They're not like anything like you wouldn't go back and rewatch it.
I mean,
I do.
consistency
I
and
do.
volume. That's really what it is.
I would not want to hang out with you.
I'm currently I watch Frasier whenever it's like late at night, and I'm like I want to put it on. To
I
go
like
to sleep.
Cheers. Let's talk about Cheers because they
It's
first of all,
like
Consistency
Nick
and
at
volume.
night, like Nick at Night.
Yeah.
you
we're
know?
gonna talk about Cheers just a second because like you've already like you've gone into like all that.
Yeah,
Cheers has a banging ass intro.
they do.
Everybody knows your name.
It was the office of its time.
Always look for sale or whatever the fuck the intro was.
It was the office of its time.
Yeah, it was fucking legit. Everyone's like, "Hey, what's up, bro?"
It was the first restaurant that, or first of all, it's the first show. It's the first ever sitcom to not have any other scenes other than one place.
Yeah, I get you.
It's the first.
Wait.
It's always filmed. It was
Oh, I
always
get you.
filmed
Okay,
in the
okay.
bar.
You don't. There was never an episode that
There's-
was like maybe at fucking the guy's
There,
house.
there's one or
That
two.
happens.
There's one or two. I'm serious. Like where they go to
We're
every
gonna say
episode.
Cheers is better than Frasier though, for sure.
Every episode is filmed in the
I'll give you
bar.
that.
Oh yeah.
Because I
So
have
what do you
people that
think-
come in and
yeah.
out of the bar. Yeah, I give you Cheers is better than Frasier. I would put that
What the
too.
fuck? Okay, we'll just do this.
I would definitely say that too. Cheers is better than Frasier. Every episode is filmed in the bar.
That's pretty lit. So next up, we have arguably one of the most popular shows of all time. Longest running animated show of all time. The Simpsons, right?
S class.
I think so.
That's class.
You got to give them
It's
that.
been going since '89.
Gotta
and
give
it hasn't
that.
stopped.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a show that's
and
been going that
and that's
long.
just the show. They used to be shorts on
Yeah, you're right.
another
I
show.
remember
one of
that.
their
Matt
movies came
Groening.
out on my birthday.
Bro, the Simpsons movie
You know,
was
it has
legendary.
one.
I
It
love that
was. It
movie.
was really great.
I would say Simpsons is S tier or S or A. because it has really fallen off in the past 10 years.
They have the clout.
But they created. Oh my god!
They created the genre.
They created market bubbles, trends, and future sites that we're just now looking back on.
Trump was
saying,
president. They predicted Trump was president.
Oh yeah,
Like, yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
so let's say undisputed. S
you
tier.
wouldn't have
S tier.
any of the other animated sitcoms if it wasn't for the inspiration of
The
The
number one
Simpsons.
question is: would you watch The Simpsons before you watch The Office?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
probably.
Of course. Yeah,
Wait, knowing what you know, would you watch The Simpsons
I always
before
watch
you
The
watch The
Simpsons.
Office?
It's very-
Because I would watch The Office before The Simpsons.
The
Well,
thing
here's-
about
no,
early
here's the
Simpsons was
thing.
fucking gold, bro.
I
Yes,
agreed.
exactly.
And there's some
Seasons
early
1 to, like,
Simpsons
9.
that they can't do now. Like you watch some of those episodes and you're like, there is
That's too
no
racy.
way that this episode could
Political
ever
climate,
be on
like,
TV
all that.
today. No way. And you get it on, you can watch it whenever
So
you
we're
want.
gonna say Simpsons. I say Simpsons is better than The Office.
I would agree.
I'll say
I'd
Simpsons
say that.
because of what they could do back then.
And the meme potential.
Yeah.
Also, you get all these.
There's a lot of memes
all
in The
these,
Office too, though.
You wouldn't have Conan O'Brien. He was a fucking
he was a
writer
writer
on
on
the
The
show. Fucking all these great guys come from not just the cast members, but from the writing team. They're on The Simpsons working with Matt Groening. It's like you're golden from there on out. It's like they set that they're a gold
top tier.
standard. They're a gold standard.
Top tier.
Yeah,
For
top tier for sure.
So next up, I figured since we're on the subject of Matt Groening, Futurama, which I
that's
like more
solid.
than The Simpsons.
I'm gonna give it
really-
mixed reviews, so don't listen.
That's I'm not mad at you
Yes.
if you have issues. I like it arguably
Mixed reviews.
more than The Simpsons not purely off nostalgia, but when I was growing up, the Futurama was popping. Like it was just getting there, like getting on the scene and then even though after it got canceled so many times because struggling with syndication and stuff like that.
Well, that's a
It
testament to the show.
It had genius writers. It had amazing characters. It had the premise for it was amazing. Every situation they got into was fucking hilarious. I don't think there's an episode of Futurama I don't enjoy.
But it sounds like you're coming into it like pre.
Prepared?
No, dang.
Oh, so while we're getting interrupted, let's do Buffalo Bayou Lighten Up. That's what it's called.
Is there a thing to read?
No, there's not. It's just Buffalo Bayou. It says Lighten Up. Doesn't even tell you what kind of fucking beer it is.
Just lighten
No,
up, bro. Goddamn.
4.6.
Why are you asking all these fucking
Lighten
questions?
up. Oh.
So what do you think? You said I'm coming into it what? Like I have strong feelings about Futurama.
He
I
says
think
you're
it's
coming
better
into
than
it
The
too
Simpsons.
hot.
Because sometimes
This is really light. This is actually really good.
man, like
Try it.
it's mixed for me because sometimes I feel like they were like, oh, they were genius, and then I'm like, nah, man.
See,
Maybe towards the end of the series, they probably lost a little steam, but I think that's just the symptom of going for more than 10 seasons. Or more
my
than-
nostalgia for The Simpsons kind of places Futurama underneath it, just because, and like, kind of like what you were saying was like some episodes are fucking pure genius, and then I want to be like, oh, The Simpsons did better,
It's like they rely
Type of deal.
on
I like
some
sci-fi.
things
That's
that-
my thing.
It was
Okay.
brilliant.
I love
That's
sci-fi.
exactly where I was finna go. I was like, they're
'Cause
relying
then-
on things that don't fucking exist.
I would put
The
it
Simpsons
in
do
A
that
tier.
shit too, though, bro. They make scenarios up, like Trump being fucking president,
The fucking
and then it happened, right?
predicting the Super Bowl winners.
I mean, yes, it happened,
They're
but
Hollywood insiders. They
we
already know.
know
Everything's planned.
Marty would never go back in time, sleep with his aunt, create himself, and then go back in time, try to sleep with his aunt, and be the reason he wasn't created. And you don't know what episode I'm talking about, but he goes to that army base,
I know
and
what you're
it's
talking about.
almost the
Jordan
reason
knows.
With the
he
microwave.
wasn't fucking born.
Enos!
Is that genius or is it pure stupidity?
I think
You tell me.
I think people have a lot of issues with anytime there's
You know what I
time
mean?
travel.
Like,
Anytime there's
I
time,
love time travel.
I feel like people get like really revved up though when time travel comes into place if it's
Yes.
not used in very specific ways. And I think the whole like him being his own grandpa thing was just a big fuck you. Like
Which is why I don't like Rick. Like, people love Rick and Morty, and I can't get past episode 2,
Well,
bro.
here's the thing.
all right, we're gonna have a talk about
I
Rick
saw
and
the
Morty
first
then.
2 episodes on acid, so it fucked me up. So
Bro, you need to watch the
12
whole
hits
series
are
on
for you.
acid.
Yeah.
But that's why.
So we're Rick and Morty that's a different can of worms that we're gonna have to get down. We're talking about Futurama right now.
The story about him being his own grandpa, I personally took it as a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke on the whole
It's a
time travel
joke.
thing.
It's like,
bro, the fucking
ha-ha,
microwave
time
thing. They were like,
travel.
oh, we have a microwave in this top secret base or some shit. Like,
I didn't. But that's what would differentiate for me. I'd put it at a B or an A.
I'd say S below The Office. I'd say it's above The Simpsons, but this
I
is
wouldn't put it
collaborative
as
effort.
an S.
I can always watch reruns of Futurama.
I
more
know,
than Simpsons,
like
honestly.
I know.
We can do A.
Bender's my favorite, so I mean, I
Yo, what do you
Fucking
say?
everybody.
What do you say? A or B?
I feel like it's an A.
What about you, Ivory? Can you help me out over here? What do you think?
What about
You haven't contributed anything.
Yeah, Ivory, you just been sitting here. Oh.
Do you have any feelings about this show? Like, do you think it's better than?
Yeah, Ivory, why are you
Okay,
even on?
I'm putting Futurama above Workaholics. Fuck y'all.
I want to say Futurama
I would-
is
I
clearly
I would put it
Yeah.
above Workaholics. Yeah.
Especially since I
hold on.
haven't seen
All right, yeah, this is
Workaholics.
collaborative.
And Reno 911. I'd put
I
it.
will concede to this.
Okay. Oh,
Futurama
Jordan's making
is clearly
concessions.
S tier.
Look at that.
We're gonna fucking.
You're gonna wish you didn't watch, because I've seen the end of some of these shows and they're trash. Oh my gosh!
That's
Yes,
the problem with
Ivory, we're
sitcoms. Though. They
aware.
can't have a good ending because they're meant to go on forever.
You know who has a great
Missing
ending?
glasses.
It's on the list, so I won't say it. But
I'm sure there are some.
it's
great
gonna
endings.
rank really high because of the ending. Because you got 6 seasons through and you're like, oh, you weren't a fuck boy.
What
I'll
do we
give
got
you that.
next, Jordan? What do we got next?
So we have Everybody Loves Raymond, which I think is.
It's a good show.
I think it's great. Honestly, there's every character that's like front and center is actually really fucking hilarious. The mom is funny as shit because just like she's always like trying to feed people and she's always nosy as fuck trying to figure everything out. The brother is always he's a fucking cop first of all. He's always trying to like Raymond and him are always trying to like one up each other and just seem like they have the foot up on each other. Raymond is sarcastic as fuck. His wife is always calling him on his shit, and his dad is fucking classic like sitcom dad, right? Like
Yeah,
He's
I like all
always,
the
like-
characters. I just think that Ray Romano is just copying Jerry Seinfeld.
See, that's where I
Interesting.
differ because
I think he's funny.
What would you think?
I think
I
he's
know.
genuinely
I
funny.
think he's funny, but he came up with the same time as Jerry did.
It's hard to
and-
do that though. It's hard.
Yeah, I
because
think his drive
just
is a different drive.
No,
I think yes, exactly. It's a different drive than Jerry. Jerry is very formulaic.
No, Jerry is observational and single. All right, Ray.
Observational.
But Ray's
Yeah.
was like in the
Ray's
moment, just
in the moment, family oriented.
I like Ray. I wouldn't say he's.
I don't
I wouldn't say
dislike
he's.
him.
I wouldn't say he's necessarily funnier than Jerry because Jerry is a fucking genius. But
I'm just
I would
saying,
definitely put it between B and I'd probably put it B tier,
Okay,
along with
okay.
like Cheers and Frasier.
If they had a stand-up special right now, each of them, which one would you watch?
Jerry.
Seinfeld or Ray.
Jerry.
That's hard though because
I'm watching Ray's.
Jerry hasn't been doing shit. You know what? Listen to
Jerry
this. Hold
just
on.
came out with a special on
Okay,
Netflix.
listen,
Came
I know,
out.
but listen to this.
Yeah,
Jerry,
Ray Romano's
he's
right.
doing a special.
Yeah,
it's
but
actually
he's not
really
out
good.
there grinding clubs. Ray's out there doing clubs.
He does. No, he's not. He
Yes,
doesn't
he is.
have to.
Wait.
He is.
Jerry's doing the same
He
thing
was-
too.
have you
What do
seen
you think he's
Crashing?
doing? Like, yes.
Wasn't Ray in
Have you
Uncut
seen
Gems?
comedians in cars getting coffee?
Uncut
Yeah,
Gems?
Jerry's fucking thing where he has people come in and they
Yeah,
do
so
the
he's
video.
been doing that, and he's been going to
I-
clubs. He has
okay.
2 specials in the last 2
I still
years.
Say Ray.
I think Ray
You have
too.
a really hard bias against Jerry though.
I don't know. I,
mean,
think
towards
Seinfeld.
Jerry.
I
It's
think
difficult.
Seinfeld is a different
Epitome-
standard to me.
Epitome of like comedy to you.
No, not epitome of comedy. No, because when I'm judging stand-up comedians
'Cause I
together,
feel like
I'm,
there are definitely
I'm
comedians that are
judging the
way
shows.
better than Jerry.
Agreed. I agree to that too.
Jerry is more like a
I'm
fucking
judging the
PG-13
show though.
kinda.
I'm judging the show.
Okay, and like the direction and like
Yeah,
all
and
the,
like what you're doing, it's
Dang,
family
that's-
oriented. Okay, I like
I'd
the
still put-
characters.
so you
I
put
put him
in
in
C?
A. No, I put him.
you put Raymond in A.
I would
I
put.
put
him,
him in B or A. Okay, I
I
put
feel
him B
like
or A.
it's
I put him low A, high B.
I could watch reruns of Raymond, bro.
I would
It-
put
I
him as a
have.
B because I know
I
there's
say
something.
B, high B, high B between Cheers and
It's about like
Frasier.
I put him high B.
minus, B minus.
How about
B
that?
plus.
Between
Yeah,
Cheers and
in
Raymond.
between
I mean,
Cheers and
Frasier. Because Frasier, come
Frasier.
on, like, what are you gonna watch?
I
Frasier,
s-
Raymond, or Cheers?
No, I'd rather watch Raymond all day.
exactly. It's
Exactly.
fucking entertaining.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not discrediting. That's what I'm saying. I'm judging it just by the show. I've watched a lot of Everybody Loves Raymond.
me too.
A lot.
I probably watched way more than Cheers or Frasier.
I've watched the same. I've watched
Frasier's
them.
fucking boring. Bro.
I watched all of them through the seasons.
I like dry humor. I watch like British shit.
It's not just dry. I mean, they
It's
bang
fucking.
whores.
wait.
Oh yes, my
Sometimes
martini is
it's-
spilled.
Who's got?
Sometimes it's painful though. Like,
Yeah, it's hard.
If I think I drink, I might die.
Oh, Ivory's gonna
All
die.
right, next
okay,
up,
next up.
we got fucking this is our show for Texas. This is the show of Texas, King of the fucking Hill, bro.
I mean,
What other show is the king
A
show of
tier.
Texas?
damn it, Dale.
God damn it,
King
Dale,
of the
pocket
Hill?
sand.
Oh yeah, no. I'm
God damn it,
sorry.
boy.
Why'd you
Stop
put?
purse.
Nah,
I don't
dog,
know
that's
you.
High A plus tier. Like
I'd say S.
S.
I
say
could-
A plus.
I could put it in
S tier, bro.
I can
could-
understand why you say
100%.
S.
There's
I'm
so
not
many-
gonna concede on
All right,
this.
first of all,
But, let's hear it.
creator of Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Second of all, creator of Silicon Valley, Mike
Yeah.
Judge, fucking
Mike
genius.
Judge, genius.
Isn't he like racist though?
Of course.
Who cares?
He
So-
created King of the Hill.
Right? There's like
John Redcorn.
John Redcorn, Khan.
Con, yeah.
He's Laotian, ain't you, Khan?
He racist as shit.
Walt Disney is racist. Yes, I agree. With
Yes,
that.
he is, but he
But
hated
he's
the
dead.
Jews the
he's
most.
Dead. He's dead.
was a creative genius.
Or so we think. Do you remember the episode of Robot Chicken? Julian. He's like a fucking robot spider. fucking-
Disney's on the
Puerto Rican
borderline of what is allowed to be,
Yeah.
ignorant
why do
to
we
the
like it so
ignorant
much?
to the fact.
Disney
You know,
also
like-
exists in another time,
That's
where
why I say
it's-
ignorant to the fact because fairy tale. It's fantasy, you know what I'm
100
saying?
years
You
ago,
can't put
everybody
reality
thought
into
like
this,
that.
but it's like, bro, come on, reality exists and there are more people of just this one color. So, but
Okay.
I get you.
Speaking
Disney.
of color,
Disney fuckers.
Speaking of color,
our next show is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
S tier.
S tier.
S tier.
This show made me cry, bro.
Bro, this show
R.I.P.
made me
Uncle
laugh.
Phil.
Oh, R.I.P. Uncle
Rest in
Phil.
peace, Uncle
yeah,
Phil.
that's what we should take
We
this
gotta
shot.
take
Phil.
a shot for Uncle Phil right
For
now.
Uncle Phil.
Create a new tier S plus for.
You
Fresh
didn't have a
Prince.
dad, but you had Uncle Phil.
S plus.
And for
S
that,
plus for
you should
Fresh Prince.
rejoice.
That was a great
Plus,
show.
I'll
Very
watch
funny.
anything Will Smith is in. I don't give a fuck.
That's the first thing I saw sitcom. And
Wait,
when I thought sitcom,
Can I say this? I didn't
Carlton's
like
fucking
Gemini
hilarious.
Man.
I didn't like it either.
I didn't like it.
Bright was all right. What do
It
you
was
think?
tough to
What do you
watch.
think of Bright?
Oh, Bright was amazing.
Okay.
It took me two
So you like
watches.
orcs and shit.
Dude, I like the fact that there's a magical realm
And it's like combined with the hood.
What's the name of the game?
and the orc that he was with that
Shadows
he
of
didn't
Mordor?
like
Yes.
was was blooded.
Yeah.
And- oh man, like that was a good movie. Like they could make another one. That's what I really like about
That'd
it.
be good. Yeah.
All right, let's
All right,
get.
so we got Fresh Prince and S.
All
Next
right.
up, we got the Cosby Show.
I mean, you got to give it its credit for the time that it was in.
Yeah, we're talking about.
You're either watching
pre-allegation.
Sanford and Son, Welcome Back, Kotter, Cosby Show, Mama's Family, what's the Jeffersons, Cosby Show above all of them.
The Cosby Show is so great that it is a theme for Christmas sweaters.
I like
So
Agreed.
it must be
Oh.
ranked as such.
I like the way Bill Cosby talks, like when he says pudding and stuff, like pudding.
Have you seen his stand up?
Pudding.
Have you seen Bill Cosby's stand up?
No, I hear that it's like a good template though for
It
anyone that wants to be
it
like,
is like part of the gold standard of
like
stand up
Richard
comedy.
Pryor, Bill Cosby.
Yes, like the
I
what
still
he
need
does
to watch
about
Pryor. Like I just haven't had a chance to.
the Cosby
It's a
Show,
lot.
the Bill Cosby stand up is
There's a lot
really
of
really
stand-up
good.
I watch.
He broke the window of if we're talking prior, the window of
What the
how
fuck
we
are you
all
doing,
curse
AJ?
collectively.
Right, like he made it acceptable to curse in conversation.
That motherfucker wasn't getting said,
Except by Samuel
across
Jackson.
the spectrum. So it was like, yeah,
That's
he's saying
fine.
motherfucker, we gotta listen to this.
I'd put him in B tier,
You put Cosby in B? What would
B
you
or
say?
A.
Why? I would say A tier.
Low A.
Everyone from the Cosby Show is still a star to this day.
Bill Cosby.
Think about
blind,
this.
Though.
That's So Raven. That was Olivia when she was 4
Yeah.
or 5 years old.
And I would bang the shit
That's
out
all
of
Raven
her.
is.
If
Not
you
that
saw
good of a
Zoe
show.
Kravitz walk in this room right now,
Brad Banger.
thank you.
I'm just playing. I wouldn't do
She's-
that. I would respect her as a woman.
Top 10.
Oh, Jordan would respect her.
Cosby's wife right now could give a speech and you'd be like, why isn't she the president's stepwife? Because she's doing way better than Melania, whatever.
Melanoma.
It's terrible. Whatever that name is.
That's her name.
Melanoma.
Melanoma.
It's terrible.
Melanoma
bad.
Trump.
All right, next we have up is MASH.
Good show.
This is a show that you would watch when there was literally no other option.
I don't know. This
I
is the
agree with
show.
you on that
This
one.
is a show created
I
off
put it
of
in
a
C tier.
movie.
C tier.
C tier. This is a show created off of a movie. The movie was really,
The
really
game's
good.
cool. You ever play the game in school?
No, actually,
Whoa,
I never
this
played
is
the
going to be
game.
in the same tier as The Office, potentially?
I think
That's
it's
UK.
better than The Office, actually.
Office is an S tier. The Office
Oh,
UK.
okay.
That's UK.
Oh, this is UK Office tier for me, guys, because I've seen not one episode of MASH.
I have. I've seen them all. The MASH, Hogan's Heroes, What's another show that came
Hogan's.
out? Yeah, like they're all from that same era.
I went outside. I drank from the water hose.
I used to do
Hogan's
that shit
Heroes
lit.
is about a group of American POWs that escape from a Nazi camp.
Okay.
It's a comedy show.
Now I feel like we're
It's like
going to get
MASH.
into like a
MASH is
long-
about Vietnam.
I did see an episode or two of Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, it came out in the same
The
time.
plane,
That
the
was
plane.
preferred over the two.
That's not Gilligan's
I know.
Island.
And what's the other one where they're stranded on the island?
Gilligan's Island.
What's the one with the fucking midgets saying the plane?
Oh, that's Love Island. No,
the Island of
shit.
Dr. Moreau.
Thank you. I'm like, where's the there's somewhere where
With
someone's
the
on an island. and
mini
the
guy
plane-
with the white shoe.
plane, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
the
okay.
Island of
Thank
Dr.
you.
Moreau.
Okay, goddamn. Educate me. Don't
I was
fucking,
gonna say Miami Vice. That's not it. That's not it.
fucking Magnum PI, bro. So next, you were saying you're not a fan of the show, but this is one of my favorites.
I was on drugs.
Rick and Morty.
So.
A tier.
So, Rick and Morty, I definitely go A tier.
Definitely A tier.
Why is it A tier? You guys have to tell me
Okay.
why
It
it's
is
A tier.
creatively. Hold on. Think. Oh, let me.
Jordan,
It is.
you go.
It is fucking. It is the. I would say S tier, but this is a collective thing.
He doesn't give a fuck about. He doesn't give a fuck about Rick.
Who doesn't give a fuck about Rick?
Who's the
Morty?
younger one?
Hold on.
Morty doesn't give a
Morty
fuck
loves
about.
Rick.
You haven't experienced all the character development.
There's 3.5 seasons now, going on 4 full seasons.
Not only does he give a fuck, but
there is definitely every season there is character development. Rick wants people to think that he doesn't care about anyone. Morty wants to act like, he doesn't fucking give a shit about Rick. He wouldn't go on these adventures with Rick if he didn't love Rick.
here's the
That
thing.
is the thinly veiled line of love and what you would do for it.
You know what the
You didn't
original
see the
name of the
episode?
show
There's-
is supposed to be?
Doc and Marty.
Yeah, it's supposed to be based on Back to the
It's
Future.
based off Back to the Future.
no.
Doc, yes.
Yeah.
No.
Rick and Morty, bro.
Yes.
Look at him.
Rick and Morty is Doc
if you
and
saw
Marty.
the original short, it's funny as hell.
If Doc went back in time and met Marty as a kid, that's the original premise of the show.
When?
When he's a kid, when he's like 10 years old.
But they
That's the
scrapped
premise. That was the
Morty
they
is
scrapped
his
it.
grandson.
Morty is his grandson.
Yes.
So it's like
So
now
there's an episode where Morty.
a lot of people believe that Morty is actually Rick's son, or he's a reincarnate, or
No,
he
it's
is
not.
Rick.
That's like a theory. It's not a thing.
It's all theories.
He's Jerry and Beth's son.
If Morty
I fucking
die,
Morty.
Rick,
He would care.
the younger one.
Morty's already dead. He's not even that
Morty-
Morty.
wait,
Morty is a
who's the-
Morty
okay,
from
hold on,
another
hold on.
Who's the
universe.
kid?
Let me talk. The C-137 Rick actually gives a shit.
Yeah.
The whole thing is there's multiple universes.
There's multiple
All the
universes.
other Ricks don't give a fuck about their Morty.
All the other Ricks.
Yes.
The main
Air
Rick,
quotes.
The main Rick
No,
from Rick and Morty.
they talk about it. It's like
It's a
there's
multiverse.
It's a multiverse.
There's a infinite Ricks. There's
This
infinite
existence
Mortys.
that we're in is called C-137. This planet, this universe
reality.
that we're in,
I
this
recognize
reality.
this.
All right. So in every other universe, there's a Rick and there's a Morty. All the other Ricks don't care about their Mortys except for this Rick in this
He's
one
literally
specific
a black sheep.
universe
The
in
council
this one
tells him that.
timeline.
And he's the one that the story's about.
And
Not
and-
necessarily.
Well,
It's
he's
the
the most
character-
smartest
it's the
of all the
development of
Ricks.
Morty.
He's the most smartest of all the Ricks.
Morty,
is.
And
is
he
in
wants
there.
everyone to
Bro.
believe that he doesn't give a fuck about
Yeah,
Morty
yeah. Oh, everyone, anyone.
because
Anyone.
he actually does,
Yes.
and it protects him
He cares
in the
about-
long run
Yes,
Correct.
It's like armor.
of the future that he's seen that no one else has seen.
He doesn't see a future. He's
doesn't
just
see
so
a-
smart that
But he's from.
he's not from
He's
the
not
future,
from
bro.
the future.
Where's he from?
Bro.
That
he's-
reality, C-137.
He's
moved.
from an older reality of Morty.
No. Like
No.
everything, like timeline wise, is like all the same. It's just different realities, like different circumstances. Like say,
I will watch it
You
bro,
have
you gotta
to, like,
watch it,
off
you
of
have to.
drugs, but I will be very critical. Of
No,
this
but
show.
it's very
Bro,
cerebral.
you should
All
watch
right,
it.
it's
You
very
won't watch-
cerebral.
Here,
I will break it down.
I watched it at first when it came out in 2013. I wasn't into it. I took some acid, but then I actually watched it off of acid as well. But
It took me to
it's really
get to
good.
season 3 to actually
Season 2 is
appreciate it.
amazing.
Yeah, season 2 is amazing. And when I got to season 3 and I watched and it continued what was going on in season 2, it was really, really good. Season 4, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the last episode, the anthology
I
episode,
love that episode.
it was really good, but it was hard for me to follow the first time.
Here, let him go back. Let him go back.
Oh yeah, my bad, bro.
I was thinking I could
It was hard for me to follow the first time. It really was.
Once he comes back, I'm gonna have to go piss.
Everybody's taking bathroom breaks.
So I would say Rick and Morty is an A tier.
I would say A tier. I would say above Cosby, above Reno
Yeah, I'd say-
911, above Workaholics.
I'd say
Do you want to put it above Futurama? That's up to you. I would put it.
hard.
Yeah,
I'd say it doesn't have that much seasons yet, so
agreed.
What about
And they're
this
being
next show?
lackadaisical. Oh, I love this show.
I
bro.
put it in S tier.
I'd put it in S tier too. Do you really like this show more than Rick and Morty?
Kinda.
Solar Opposites.
I like them probably about the same.
I think I like it more.
I think Rick and Morty is a little more emotional, like tied to the family. Solar Opposites is like showing the contrast between like these motherfuckers don't know what the fuck it's like living on.
I think Solar Opposites is more of an actual sitcom than Rick and Morty.
Is it? How is it more of a sitcom?
You're in a house.
You're in a house in Rick and Morty. They just go on adventures.
Yeah, but you don't really.
They don't stay in the house in Solar Opposites.
No, they don't. But it's basically like it's more. I think it's more family oriented without saying that it's family oriented.
Do you remember the end of season 3 where they're like, they always sit at the table.
Yeah.
They have breakfast.
They
and
all
shit.
have breakfast. Yeah, I just think like they have more of a family dynamic in Solar Opposites.
Really? Maybe
No, but they make it weird because they're aliens, right?
they're forcing the family thing. Though.
They are like, but that's what makes it funny. Okay, because it's not a mom and a dad and
Hold
a
on.
son and a daughter
So
and the pupa.
I'm gonna say we'll put it next to Rick and Morty since have you seen Solar Opposites?
Oh, I love Solar Opposites.
Oh.
You like it more? So it's the same creator.
You know,
I'm a huge fan of Solar
All right,
Opposites.
you
so
know
what
this
do
is
you
the
think?
same guy from Rick and Morty, right?
I did know that.
Okay.
So I'm putting it. Me and Michael said S tier. What do you think?
I feel like it's S tier because he hates Earth.
All right,
Like-
we're gonna do that, and y'all start talking about Arrested Development because I haven't seen that many episodes.
I've been on Arrested Development.
I've been
too.
on Arrested Development for a minute.
All right,
so
y'all can
you're
talk about it,
you're around the same age than I am. You remember Arrested Development when it first came out?
Yeah,
I remember Arrested Development
When it
when
was
it,
on Fox?
first came out, but I never gave it a chance until right now, like 3 days ago.
Really?
3 days ago, I finished The Office and I was like, "What's recommended?" And it at the top of the list,
Arrested Development. All right.
So, I
you get so many. First of all, like when you watch Arrested Development when it came out, all the characters when you're watching the early episodes, they were nobodies. All right.
yeah, everyone just
Jason Bateman, Michael Cera.
yeah.
The mom, like she is in Archer. She plays Archer's mom. Her voice.
Hey,
Oh,
yo,
that's
that's
why I
Archer's
recognize
mom?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's Archer's mom. So like all the characters are all completely original. The story is super great. The fact that his brother loses his fucking hand, like trying to fucking go, and he's like retarded and shit. It's like it was stuff that was never ever fucking done before. And so the series happened, and then Fox pulled the plug and ended it. All right, so the last season of Arrested Development actually came out almost 10 years later.
damn.
So when you watch the last season of Arrested Development, it was the season that was already written and ready to go.
But they just recorded.
But Fox pulled the plug.
So what do we rank it?
I would rank it A. It's a
that
solid
sounds
A.
yeah, that sounds.
I mean,
solid
because
to
he
me.
had so many careers that were created from it. You know, like Michael Cera, Jason Bateman.
I love Jason
Michael Cera
Bateman.
alone.
Like I
so
said,
it's like-
Judy, whatever Jason Bateman's mother is, like she's the voice of
S-Class.
Archer's mom.
Did you say S?
S-Class.
It's a great show. I'm not gonna lie. I'd say it's
Should we-
high A.
Let's put it
at
top
least.
A.
and the next one is S-Class too.
Brooklyn
Brooklyn
Nine-Nine.
Nine-Nine.
S.
It's
S.
S fucking class.
So funny. It's like the cop office kind of.
It
like,
is really funny.
How does he solve these crimes?
I didn't give Brooklyn, and I'll agree because I didn't give Brooklyn Nine-Nine the credit that it deserves when it first came out. Because I'm like, I loved Andy Samberg too.
When
And-
he
but
gets with Santiago?
Bro, I've been a fan since like Lonely Island, like early days.
me
bro.
too.
Like,
Well, it's like, see, you know the story of like him and the Lonely Island guys. Do you know that when Andy Samberg auditioned for SNL, it was him and his two friends from high school, the Lonely Island.
Oh wow.
It was the only ever and first ever 3-person audition for SNL. They all auditioned at the same time. It was kind of like the Step Brothers thing, where like Will Ferrell and like shows
Pull up
up.
in the
They're
tuxedos.
all in tuxedos for the audition for SNL. I'm talking about Lauren Michaels. What's the chick from 30 Rock?
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey.
Oh, she's
Tina
great.
Fey's in there.
She's pretty hot.
And so here's the theory
I don't
about.
know about that.
Here's the thing.
Bro,
when
she's
you,
hot in like a
Tina Fey's
really
cool.
like secretary kind of way, bro.
So when you audition for SNL,
Maybe not anymore.
the shtick is when you do your audition, no one laughs. You could tell you do your best stuff. Lauren Michaels is there. No one laughs. and you still get hired on SNL, right? But it was just like, man, it was brutal. Like, no one fucking laughed. So Andy Samberg goes out there, and they do a couple of bits and like a couple of songs that they do, and Andy will tell this. He did an interview with Stern. He was like, Tina Fey starts fucking laughing, and the next thing you know, Lorne Michaels gives his chuckle. Because he's Dr. Evil, right? You know, so he gives the.
Is that how he laughs?
Yes, Dr.
Or is he
Evil.
like the super comedy critique?
I can imagine it.
So
He's that
imagine the
base,
beginning
though,
of SNL in the 70s. He's the same guy. Every comedic, Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd,
Everyone.
you know,
He knows
Dana
comedy.
Carvey, all these guys,
Everyone,
Adam
bro.
Sandler, all these guys came up through SNL.
Everyone.
He personally chooses them to be on the show.
Will Ferrell.
Will
Who
Ferrell,
was
Jimmy
Tommy
Fallon,
Boy?
Chris
like
Farley.
Chris Farley, yeah.
Everyone.
Tina
bro.
Fey,
Like,
Amy Schumer, all of them.
Ew, Amy Schumer. Ew. Why would you say that name?
No,
Ew.
actually, she wasn't in there.
Ew.
Not Amy Schumer. I'm thinking of Amy Poehler.
Thank you.
I'm thinking of Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler is okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking of
She's
Amy
Parks
Poehler.
and Rec girl.
Yeah.
My dog, what you got against Amy
So-
Schumer?
You like Amy Schumer?
I don't, but I'm just asking.
Oh.
She is a joke thief. She's not funny.
Yeah, she's
she
great.
looks
I was gonna
weird.
say,
She creeps me out, and
Yeah.
she steals jokes.
So Lorne Michaels is responsible for all of that.
She's not funny either.
So the first person to ever make fun of Lorne Michaels to his face,
Andy.
no, was Mike Myers.
Oh yeah, it had to be. That's why he was in the movie.
Dana
with him.
Carvey created the bit, and he did it to Mike, and Mike was like,
Oh, Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil.
He created Dr. Evil based off Lorne Michaels.
Lorne Michaels is Dr. Evil.
Bro.
Exactly down to the T. All right?
He has
the way
to-
he
but
talks.
Laser.
That's why no one else is more comfortable. than him.
There's like this thing like on Howard Stern when Mike Myers is talking to Howard Stern about how he how he designs the show, so he has it in 3 blocks, and he's like, I still have no fucking third act. You know, and like Mike is telling the show about Lauren. So Andy Samberg got Lorne Michaels and Tina Fey to laugh in his audition, so they hired him. And then he was like, hey, my guy is going to help me write you know, a lot of this stuff. Can they just come in and hang out? Like, can we just come and hang out for a while?
And I'll
they're
make
like,
so much money I could just pay
and they're
you.
like, yeah. And then it was when Justin Timberlake was
Oh, I love it.
hosting.
Dick in a box.
When he was hosting on the show, and Andy Samberg and his 2 high school friends pitched him Dick in the Box, and Justin Timberlake was like, I'll do it.
Justin Timberlake's a fucking OG, bro.
He is gangster,
He's funny
bro.
as shit,
He
actually.
knew what he was doing now.
He knew it.
He calculated a move that was so precise it was just gonna skyrocket him to the next level.
Then he started acting.
And no one, I can't even be mad at him.
No,
I'm
I
just like,
can.
yeah,
That's
Alpha
perfect
Dog, fuck.
Alpha Dog's great.
That movie, right?
True story.
I love that movie. It was fucked up.
It's
though.
I
true
love
story.
true stories, so that's what really got. I was like, no, and you get to the end of those true stories, and you're like, this was real. Fuck.
What do we got next?
So next we have The Community. So that's direct. That's
goddamn.
actually created by one of the creators of Rick and Morty.
Childish
Dan Harmon.
Gambino.
And, you know, Childish Gambino was in it. It's actually a really funny show. I'd
Really
say,
funny.
I'd say A tier.
I say A tier too.
I've yet to see it in so many of the shows. I've yet to
Really?
see make
You
it
have
to
yet to
A
see
tier.
it?
All right. So, I mean, since we already have like this is going on, we're just gonna put. It in
I feel
A
like
tier.
it's a B tier for me. So.
Hey,
You haven't seen it, so
yeah.
if you haven't seen it at all, you don't get to put any input.
Donald
in it.
Glover in
shut
it?
up.
He's hilarious in
You
it.
can't even see it.
I love Donald Glover. That's like his like. That's how I knew he was actually a funny.
There
like,
are 2
actor.
spots left for A tier. So
Yeah, I know. We need to be careful with A tier.
Yeah, we need to be
community's coming
careful
down
with
if it's
AT.
up to me.
I can agree to that.
All right. So next is Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I really like the show. It's real dry too. HBO, so you can say whatever the fuck you want and do whatever the fuck you want to do. So some of their shit is like, oh, you got borderline porn and whatever, but it's all Larry David. I'd still put it in B tier for me. B or C.
B makes sense.
Because he says B, I say C, so I can still watch it and then maybe come back.
It's really good. No, it's really funny.
B tier.
But it's all based on like Larry David's real life. It's like his envision of Larry David is the co-creator to Seinfeld.
See, this.
It's like Seinfeld is created by Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld.
So I haven't seen it, guys. So
It's pretty
So
good.
how about this? I think since we've gone on so long on this one, I think I can actually take the remaining that we have here, put them on another list, add some extras, and we can do a part 2 next week.
Oh,
If Mark would be willing to come back again to
I'd
do
love
Mark,
to come back.
how do you feel about that?
I
we can
would
do that,
love
and
to come back
Ivory,
on the show.
Maybe Ivory wouldn't be hammered.
This is way better than
Ivory's
the
asleep
Vanguard.
right now, guys.
You're not even talking into the mic right now.
Yeah.
I promise you,
No
I
one
would
can
get
hear
you
you, Ivory.
laid if you came out with me on a Wednesday. I promise you.
All right. Well, We're gonna go. Okay, so this is
It's been. I was having a great time.
This was a fun episode, but if we keep going, we'll probably go on to 2 hours. So
Where are we at right now?
We're at like an hour and 20 almost.
Feels
Actually,
like that.
it's probably closer to like an hour and like 10 because we like had a test recording. But anyway,
It doesn't matter. That's for the people.
so we're
to
gonna go ahead and
figure
wrap this episode up just to keep it under like an hour and a half,
out.
right?
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Right.
See y'all next time.
See you next week, y'all.
Love you.